What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be doing some Naya action. I know we did one a couple of weeks ago, but it looks significantly different than the one we're playing now, partly because we're rocking with Toski. I know it's one of the new cards people have been wanting to see in a deck for a while, and we finally got an opportunity to put it into a quality list. So, big fan of that. Also, if there's cards you want to see, hop over to our Discord and let me know what you would like to see in a video, and I'll see what I can do about it. No promises, but maybe. Link to the Discord's down in the description below. But before we get to the video, please, pretty please, because it helps so much, and I really appreciate it if you haven't, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and then hit the notification bell so you get notified every single time I have a video up. Then once you've taken care of business, we're going to take a look at this Naya aggro list with a little sprinkling of Toski in there. Okay, now one thing I'm going to say here is that I did experiment with some cards. I know there's popular logic on certain cards needing to be in the list or not, and I did kind of mess around with like what this list could look like ultimately. And there's really two slots I kind of was toying around with, but we'll go down the list and I'll talk about that as I get to them. But we have Giant Killer. You kind of have to play this. It's a way to get cards with your Innkeeper. It gets rid of big monsters. It taps your opponent's stuff. Like, it just does a lot of work in these. And being a 1/2 is relevant too against quite a few early plays. Then the Innkeeper itself, adventure cards, draw cards, Clarion Spirit. This is one I think some people still toy around with, whether it should be included in their list or not. I still like it because there's a lot of times, especially on turn 4, turn 5, or maybe you have some stuff coming down after a showdown of the Scalds and you're playing 2 or 3 spells. Like, this gives you a chance to really go wide and, in a way, you know, sneak through 3 or 4 damage over the top sometimes with just a flyer is all you need to close the game. Luminarch Aspirant, one of the best 2-mana creatures you can play. For me, it was hard not to include this in this list. Shepherd of the Flock. Now, this is one of the slots I toyed around with. I know people love the idea of using Shepherd to bounce Showdown of the Scalds, but the truth is, what we've been noticing is between the Innkeeper, the Toski, and the Showdown, you kind of have a lot of cards anyway, sometimes more than you can actually cast, and there's some matchups where you don't want to draw those extra cards. So I'm not really sure. I could see where this changes to one copy of something else. Maybe a Fairy Guide Mother is something I could see being in the slot, or possibly even the 4th Apparition. So we're playing 3 Skyclave Apparition, just a quality removal card. One of the best cards you can get rid of with it really is the Crowan War, because you have so many small creatures, takes your whole forces out and really kind of screws your whole plan there. So could be worth playing a 4th one there. It's worth considering. Then of course, Bone Crusher Giants, Lovestruck Beast, Toski. We did start out with 4 Toskis in this list, and then again we got to where we're just drawing so many cards from all these different angles that it's like, what are we going to do with all these cards, right? So ultimately, we did just go down to 3 Toski. But I will say this for Toski, it does give you another 1/1 that plays along the with the Lovestruck Beast, right? So now you have Innkeeper, you've got Clarion Spirit, you've got Lovestruck Beast itself, the Heart's Desire side, and then you've got Toski that all are able to produce 1/1s and keep the Lovestruck Beast rocking and rolling. So rarely do you get stuck with it in this deck, which is also nice. And then of course, Showdown of the Scalds. Bunch of cheap creatures, adventures, so you can play them off of the cards you get from the Showdown, and then you don't have to discard them. You have access to those creatures later. That's a benefit. Again, playing alongside the Clarion Spirit, you can get a token, put a bonus on something, tuck your adventure card away. Lots of good stuff you're able to do there. So really big fan of that. The lands I'm still kind of torn around with, but we got 4 plains, 1 mountain, 1 forest, 4 Crag Crown Pathway, 4 Needle Verge, 4 Branch Loft, and 4 Fabled Passage. Just playing 1 each of the mountain and the forest, because truthfully, if we get 1, that's usually enough. Sometimes you want a second forest, but we do have all these other pathways that can get you there, or Fabled Passage to go find it. So not too bad. Rare situations, you might get all your basics or the spare ones flipped. If you're playing against Mill, that's just a risk I'm willing to take with this build here. But otherwise, that's it. Let's go hop in the arena and watch some games. Full keep. Mostly we can go search for a forest, and then just play Innkeeper, Giant Killer. Not great, but it's a little bit of something. Also not bad, because this means the opponent's going to spend their turn killing probably just the Innkeeper. Also excellent, so that works out perfectly. Actually, if we're going to do that, let's save that for red mana. Let's do this. And this. Nice. That's definitely what we want. So here, if they choose to kill Innkeeper, then we get the... Yeah, oh, they didn't have that. Ooh. Ooh. That's a thing. Well now. Alright, I guess we're just going to do this up front. Well, not what I'm looking for, but I'll take another Lovestruck Beast here. What does the opponent even have that you didn't attack, you didn't use a Rimrock Knight, you didn't shoot a thing? Alright, I'm your Huckleberry. Is it... Okay, not even that. Weird. Okay, I don't know what it is then. You got me. No Apparition. Okay. I'm stumped. I'm truly stumped. I don't know what the opponent's doing here. Alright. And... Oh, Unleashed Fury. Okay, sure. I guess it's good to know that's what the opponent's packing in their Boros aggro deck here. That is some information that is going to be very important. I guess we'll take this other mountain. We will start by shooting this duder. Attacking with the 2 must attacks. Getting more cards. And they weren't really necessary. Yeah, so it looks like some type of Boros Knights playing Unleashed Fury. Yeah, they're dead. Not the most interesting opener that we like, but we're going to go with it. It's not terrible. Wow, this is a decision. I do need land, but I think we're going to do this. Draw some attention to the Innkeeper, see if maybe we could put a counter on the Aspirant next turn, or if they only have Heartless Act, get them to target the Aspirant. Okay, that works too. Alright, that mostly got us what we want. But they're basically saying, hey, I want to kill your Aspirant. And if that's what they're choosing to do, well, this is what I'm going to keep choosing to do. Dead Innkeeper? Nope. Another dead Aspirant. Fair. Alright, we waited as long as we could. Ugh, another Aspirant. Jeez. Okay. Well, this hand's very bad. It went from possibly bad to terrible. Alright, we're gonna do this because we can possibly, assuming we draw a land, would be able to play Aspirant and tap a Bone Crusher next turn. Get in for quite a bit. Or not. We'll just tap a Bone Crusher, attack for 5, I guess. Because that's productive. Okay. Even just getting a red land to just stomp is acceptable, deck. I'm not asking for much here. This is a miraculous win if this works. All right. Okay, man. Sometimes it's just like that, I guess. Attack with just Innkeeper. I mean, that's a bad attack. I should have attacked with both, because opponent has to block the Innkeeper. Gosh dang it. That's just lazy play. Okay, didn't matter anyway. Let's keep this. And let's put away... Really right now, I guess Bone Crusher Giant, because we can't do anything else with that. And of course I say that and draw a red land right off the bat. Like, oh, I can't cast that card. Like, oh, look, there's a red land. Sometimes it's like your cards are just mocking you. What do we do here? I mean, we could run out the Clarion Spirit, let them kill that. Then we can Lovestruck Beast, but I don't think we want to. I think we'll just do this. If they have a shock or whatever, fine. If they don't, alright, we'll just juice that up. Okay. Not how I expected was going to happen, but sure. Then next turn, I guess we're just going to Lovestruck Beast. If they have the answers, they have the answers. Oh, cool. And Village Rites. Okay. That seems to be a popular thing people like doing, but I'm not sure. When I really thought about it, I'm like, how efficient is that? So it is 2 mana. So I mean, that part obviously is efficient, right? But it's like, it's 2 mana, you spend 2 cards, you get 2 cards, you kill your opponent's creature. Like, it's probably good. Like, it is, the problem I think though is it is dependent, right? You have to have your opponent have a thing that's 3 or less. You still have to have the mana up. So it's cool when it happens, and it's a cool thing to have, but I feel like I've had that index before, and it didn't come off the way I wanted to sometimes. What do you have in the graveyard? Almost enough. You know? Do I keep the Giant Killer? I'm trying to think about how much damage I think I could do to fight this fight, actually. Alright, I'm gonna scrap the Giant Killer. And just say if the opponent has it, has it. You have all the kill cards, I just lose this game anyway. Mire Triton, bad news for us. Not a lot I can do about that. Some things just hurt in life. Just say, cool. You want to kill something, not giving you the Lovestruck Beast there. Though they should have probably just blocked and put it in the yard, and then, well, you already have plenty. You can get Croxa here anyway. Yep. Yeah, really, unless we get another, well, I don't know, we have Apparitions we could draw. So, I mean, I guess we got 3 Apparitions, 3 more. Well, Toski, you're a thing. Not what I was looking for, but you qualify. Thanks for that like there, by the way. Well, I guess now we have Toski as a 1/1, so sure. I'm almost wondering, do we just attack with everything? And just say, cool, you kill my Lovestruck Beast, you kill my Luminarch Aspirant, I get 3 cards, and just see if that's enough to fight with. Or maybe they kill the Clarion Spirit. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think we do much without that. I think that's what we do. Oh, wait, crap. I messed up. Oh, well. Because I'm going to lose this card single by itself when Kroxa attacks. So, like, I need to just get more in there. That was bad. I misclicked through the phase. I meant to go back and click all my attackers, and I didn't. That's so bad. I guess not the worst. They make us sack a creature here. It doesn't matter too much. Alright, opponent. It's on you. Now, here's the good news. If they, for some reason, I was going to say just choose not to attack, that would be fine, too. Like, we'd get to keep our Bone Crusher Giant. We're obviously both discarding. Of course, they have Ox of Agonis. Good news is, Kroxa didn't come get any that turn. So we like that. Alright, what do we put this on? I assume we just put it here. Because nothing else matters, right? I assume Clarion Spirit and Lovestruck Beast probably are the two that get blocked here. But I don't know. Maybe they block the Aspirant. Hey, thanks for the 1,000 stars, Tony. Whoa. I didn't even realize that. That is a big chunk. Thank you. I mean, okay. They did block the Clarion Spirit. And another 100? Dang. Whoa, Tony, you don't... Thank you so much. Alright. Lots of cards coming from Toski here. Ooh, Showdown of the Skulls. Not bad. Also excellent. Also good. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to save to be able to kill the Kroxa. Because that makes the most sense. Though, actually... Yeah, because they killed our other thing. So let's just play this as a 3-1. Because now just having creatures is better. And we put the opponent in a position that we can actually win this race now. Toski's trying to do work. Toski said, I hear you, boss. But I'm just a squirrel. I need lots of help. Alright. What do you got for us, opponent? I mean, they don't have enough cards to get back the Ox of Agonis. Alright, them stealing that is fine. We're not too worried about that going away. Kill the Kroxa. That's our real plan here. Just getting back into Magic. Looking to join a group in Hawaii. Oh, that's cool. One of my streamer friends is actually Hawaiian. She streams over on Twitch. Alright. Obviously, you're going to sack my token. I'm going to sack my token. You can replay Kroxa. I'm going to discard Toski. No surprises here on either side. Yep. Discard a Toski. Sack a token. I was like, you play a Kroxa, then we just stare. Yep. I have to discard this card. That is neat. I don't know how I feel about it. I think we'll put the counter there. Mostly to encourage the opponent to leave our Luminarch Aspirant. Okay, they're not. They're just going to take the damage here and take 5. Brave, but cool. I can respect it. Ugh, another Toski. That's not cool. That is totally not what we wanted here. We drew the third Toski. That's not going to do any good for us. The only good news is that does give us more creatures to the opponent's 3 cards. Oh, man. Really? Really? Oh, that was the worst. Yeah, that's it. That was the worst. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what we can get here that matters. I mean, we each sack a thing. Yeah, I got no outs. Man, that War was so good. Damn. Yeah, like, I got nothing. Jeez. I'm just trying to think what I can even draw here. Actually, no. We have to do this and draw a Bone Crusher Giant, right? We've only drawn one. Let's do it. We're all in on a Bone Crusher Giant. This is literally the only way we can win. Nah, that's not going to do it. All right, we tried. Damn. That would have been a sick top deck. Oh, man. The games we had might have just been anomalous as well. So we just kind of have to wait and see what the rest of these look like. You know, only because we're on the draw will I keep this. Oh, no. Oh, no. Against Rakdos, this could be a mistake. I may have made a grave error, team. We might be about to get waxed. Alright, we're going to hope to draw another either white or green source here. That's going to be our plan. Okay, good. Now... Okay, let's put this on green for now. We're going to assume this gets Bone Crusher Giant. Alright, it's going to get stomped. Or die in some way. So then if they play Bone Crusher Giant, we're going to hope to use an Apparition. Alright. And that, so far, so good. Seems to be working. Okay. We can play Toski next turn. Woe Strider. Sad. We may have to get rid of a Woe Strider as well. Not like this we won't, though. If we... I was just thinking if I wanted to Clarion Spirit, Innkeeper, do something there, but I don't think I do here. Only reason I was considering, though, is just like, it could set up a bigger Toski hit next turn. So, you know, I'm kind of into that, actually. Let's do that. Gets rid of a Woe Strider. We can attack. Get the token out of the way now. Okay, well, they didn't have anything anyway. Yep, we'll go first. We'll keep this. We will get one of these on green and just run out a Heart's Desire. Oh, that's so weird. I heard something outside and I thought that was coming from an arena and my brain just short-circuited for a second. Like, it was the weirdest thing. I was like, well, I'm like, where's that even coming from? What's happening? You know what? I'm going to play this. Cast this. If they have something to kill it, they kill it. I mean, we're going to come with it anyway next turn. Mostly because even if they find a way to kill the 1/1 after the fact, we'll just Clarion Spirit, Bone Crusher Giant. So, not going to change anything. Like, our play was going to look mostly the same either way. Yeah, I was thinking the opponent's name was an arena code as well. I was just like, I was trying to process what it was. But yeah, it looks like it could be an arena code. Or at least one of the old codes. The new codes are insane. You have to type like 52 things to get any stuff out of it. Alright, so we're going to do this. I know they're going to be like, ha, I'm going to kill your 1/1. Well, guess what? I have more 1/1s. How you like that? Kill 1/1? I have more 1/1. Sure. Alright. We're doing what we can. I think this is where we want a Toski or a Showdown of the Scalds or something here. We need to hit one of our big cards. This is what we want. Alright. Not a good fight. We'd rather have something else happen here, but... well, that'll do. That is something else. You are correct, deck. Keep that fight going. We do not have an Embercleave in this deck, mostly because we're playing combinations of flyers, removal spells, and then just making big creatures with Showdown of the Scalds. So that's kind of where we're at on this list. Alright. Come on, big cards. Big cards, no whammies. Or I would take another Apparition. That would be fine too. Not that. However, not bad. Opponent's only at 3? What do we do here? If we attack with just the spirits... actually, no, if we attack with everything, opponent's dead, right? No, because they can block, block, block. Take 2, go to 1. I would lose this. Probably the Apparition. They would get that back. Ugh. Okay. Well, it's not great. I kind of hate this because if I put this on the Apparition and then... it's fine. I mean... they've already shown us they've used 2 Bone Crusher Giants, so they're going to have to find something else. Or use like a Shatter Skull Pass or something here. I mean, you could kill Luminarch Aspirant. Then I'll just put the counter on the Lovestruck Beast, attack with... okay. That's what I was saying. Something like that makes sense. That's what I was like, there could still be another thing. Oh, they gave up anyway, I guess. Sure. Well, they're going to die anyway. Now, I will say, one thing we considered playing in this list, other than what you saw in here, was Glorious Anthem. Partly as a way to give your creatures a little bit of boost to punch through and give you a little bit of extra power, I guess, against the Ultimatum list and whatnot. So it's something to consider. I'm not sure if that's where we need to be in total, but I will say the difference between this and some of the other lists is that the others are going big, right? They're going to try to Embercleave, Goldspan Dragon, you know, do stuff like that. Maybe even just hit you with Unleashed Furies. You know, our list is, you know, we're trying to go small and wide, you know, and if we can do that effectively, or just tap down on our opponent's creatures while you're getting in with the Lovestruck Beast, that's going to be your way to victory. Not always going to be pretty, but, you know, these are little creatures that are willing to get dirty. That's really all I can say about it. Also, for today's card spotlight, we are going to talk about Tybalt's Trickery, because I just don't like the card. It's just a bad card. Like, the problem with the card for me is that really all it needs to do is just say your opponent's spell. That's it. As long as it didn't let you counter your own spell, wouldn't be a problem. And though the decks that play it aren't very good, as evidenced by the fact you can go look at the tournament results and there's none in the top 8s ever. There's none even, hell, most events don't even have one registered. And they kill themselves 50% of the time on the ladder and then lose probably some other 30-40% of the games where they do the thing they want. So the deck's not good. But the problem I have with it is that it does cause problems when you're talking about the lower skilled to mid skilled player where their decks are already bad or they don't really understand the mechanics of Magic yet, and getting run over by some of that stuff is very depressing, and that's not what we need. We need to make sure that the lower end of the spectrum of the player skill is still there, excited, they still get to enjoy the game, get to play Magic. Even if they're losing, they should at least get to play Magic at the standard level. But anyway, we haven't had to see that much of it now, so I guess it's fine, and I'm like, shouting at clouds, but you know how that goes. Remember, you can get this deck list down in the description below, as always, and that's where you can get links to my Facebook gaming streams where I'm there during the week, during the weekdays. And you can also find me over on Twitch. My Twitch stream's down there. You can come join us in Discord. All the stuff you want to do to get in touch with us is down there. And also, if you are shopping with TCGPlayer or Amazon, please don't forget that if you use one of the links in the description below, even if you don't buy the item that's linked, as long as you shop within 24 hours at that URL, I'll still get a small kickback and you'll be able to help me and the channel out. And finally, please remember to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because I do so very much appreciate it. And that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.